Mallory, Harvey, and Elias are talking inside of the temporary lab that they set up in one of the several gold bases that they've apprehended for themselves and the GOD. They are discussing many things regarding the future.
Numerous. So many of them. So many.
You guys know why I've called you all here today. That's
Because I'm always here.
And I'm always doing something.
well, I thought you were the one. I thought you were the one who scheduled this meeting. I was making a joke.
No, Elias just showed up.
Oh, okay.
It's been forever, but he finally did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pressuring him to not, but he finally gave in.
Of course, we don't hear that.
No.
Also, we had to make sure Forrest was good on his own. Yeah, because that's a.
Is he doing good?
He very well might trash the house. We don't know yet.
Well, just the lab.
I said the house.
Hopefully, the lab.
We
Just the
didn't.
lab.
We didn't lock him in.
Well, that's another time. Then.
He's some sort of engineer too, right?
Yeah, that's why I let him stay at my place to tinker.
So you're
And
just having him improve some of your stuff?
You could say that.
Thinking that.
Something like that. I mean, I did show him the blueprints to your arm.
All right.
I don't know what he's going to do with that right now.
So what is he doing then?
Hopefully,
he's-
tinkering with some of the prototypes.
And if not, then just, oh well.
Honestly, I have him there so he could just busy himself with projects so he doesn't get into trouble, if that makes sense.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
Well, did you get the, you got all the machine parts that I sent to you, right?
Oh, yeah, they're in my basement, away from Forest.
Okay, we just need to put those together
Good
and
clarification.
then we can start doing at least small scale production of abilities so we can run some experiments, but nothing anywhere close to anything that we would need for the future though until we have the whole base set up.
All right.
Sounds good. It's gonna be an entire process because I've never done that before.
And I assume we have been communicating with the GOD on this project as well, given that they're the ones mostly in charge of the construction of our new headquarters.
I mean, I expected we were going to use the lab equipment that we were going to make there. I suppose we could request some stuff. I haven't done any of that yet, though. I like our blueprints to stay our blueprints.
It's also
Yeah,
not,
that's
it's
understandable.
also not just going to be an abandoned factory.
Yeah. Mostly I'm referring to in terms of this is long-term intended to be powering the entire facility, correct?
Yes, in the long term, but
But
again,
that is a long-term plan and we'll figure that out.
that's also not the parts that I sent to Elias. I
No.
sent the Elias ones for small scale production that we could use here.
All right.
Yeah. I will set that up soon.
Speaking of developments, any new tech?
Hmm. No,
Or are you just here for ideas?
I mean,
actually, not a new tech thing, but I promised a worker and a robot for her, so kind of have to make one now.
It's been a month and you haven't made her one yet?
Shut up. She has my other one, all right, and I'm keeping an eye on her through that. Like
She's just watching it. It's weird.
So it's a staring contest.
Shut up, Blight. I know you like it.
Shut up! It's weird.
Anyway, yeah. Besides of that, I'm planning, while also letting Force help me tinker with new arm variants that are going to be way better than that. For some reason, he really wanted to help me make a coffee machine.
There was something we had discussed, as an idea, a device that can help one change their appearance.
Yeah.
Was that one supposed to work?
Yike
Well-
and Spike.
I assume the GOD has that kind of tech, and maybe I can get some of that. So that's to be determined at this point.
All right.
But that would be very useful.
Especially if we want to be more not more covert about recruiting people and approaching specials in general.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to ask Arthur. That's assuming he even can give me the go ahead. But we'll find out.
All right.
Anything else? Besides that?
I suppose we do need to start making the prep for the Nomium generation once the Mist base gets completed, but again, we have to be, well, a lot of our progress in terms of the production of literally anything we want to do, and all of my research is postponed until we can do mass scale production at the new base.
All right.
That generator is still
Are we getting a
fine,
call from
right?
an unknown number?
Me.
And of course,
One moment.
Harvey answers these.
Harvey stands up, goes to a corner. Yeah, what's up? Wait, no.
As
Hold
if
up.
you know this
Sorry.
person.
Unknown number.
Sorry. Yep, my bad. Hello.
Hello, Harvey. It's been quite a while.
Who is this?
Leon.
Hello. How are you, Leon?
Quite well, quite well. Been establishing myself as an independent. And attempting to work with the GOD to take down the rest of Gold's operation.
Interesting.
I'm calling because I have been made aware. I've made myself aware that because your base is no longer in operation for the foreseeable future, that you need help. And I'm sorry that it's been a month or two since the incident. And I trust that you used the last resort.
I did.
Good.
Thank you for that. It was very helpful.
I'm sure you're asking why I didn't do that myself.
Something like that.
It needed to be you. And I knew that you wouldn't do it without thinking about it. But I'm calling because I wish to help. Rectify my ways, per se. I helped a very bad man,
Indeed.
and I wish to join the proper side, if you can even call it sides, at this point.
All right.
If you'll have me, that is.
I will have to discuss it with. I will discuss it with some other members of the team first.
Of course.
But
I expected as much.
Yeah. and I appreciate the offer.
I'll be here. Same number.
All right.
What was that?
Leon, he's been working with the GOD to help clean up the gold mess that's still lying around, and he has offered his assistance to Mist.
That's good.
Yes.
Always great to have another scientist on the team.
Yes, I told him that I would discuss it with some of you before I gave an answer, but I'm fairly certain, unless anyone has any strong opposition, I'm leaning towards accepting him.
No, his lab was pretty snazzy.
I don't oppose.
Well, he's coming. That'll make that a lot easier. It means I'm gonna have to do some research.
Well, it would make building stuff a whole lot easier.
Well, that's for sure. Given that we'd have 2 people working on it instead of 1.
Yeah.
Possibly 3, if Forrest is an option too.
He certainly is an option at times.
He seems competent,
He's
usable, somewhat.
usable with caution.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a certain way you have to approach it.
I've been vaguely meaning to ask you guys about this, but what's up with those guys? They're weird, but not in any way I can figure out.
No idea. That's a question for Becca.
It just kind of makes sense to me. They've been in relatively close quarters with each other for a long time.
Not
And no
talking
one
about
else.
personality. They have
Their abilities.
weird powers and stuff, but
Yeah.
your emotions were all over the place that whenever they were coming through the
It was
Or-
mostly because Forrest has a connection has a power from the power of the edge of everything.
there's a
And
difference.
it looks very different. It looks very similar to the reflections. It's cracked glass, but like the reflections' energy looked like cracked glass, but his was cracked glass. His was cracked glass, but the cracks were filled with a rainbow light, which
Weird.
he claims is associated with the edge of everything. That energy.
So is he the only one that we're really wary about on that front?
In terms of that was my only major concern. They do have strange abilities, and I intend to try to learn more about those soon. But
Yeah, it's hard to learn about people whenever the only information you can get from them is stuff they tell you.
yeah,
Annoying, actually, but not much we can do about it.
exactly. And as long as they're not using their powers to cause harm, then it's not really a problem.
Yeah,
A risk, yes, but there's risk inherent in any person with powers, so
well, they seem
anyone with a
perfectly
gun, actually.
able to fight. They seem relatively harmless, so
Hmm.
I'm not too worried about them currently.
Yes.
We haven't heard anything from the DOA recently.
Luke told me that Myers had called him and said that he was sorry he couldn't do much more. There was problems going on at their headquarters.
Problems?
What
Yeah.
kind of problem?
He didn't say, or at least Luke didn't say. Myers probably didn't say either, knowing him.
I wonder what I could figure out about that. Anyways,
Hmm.
I'm gonna do some
Yeah.
snooping. Be back.
Sounds like a good idea. Let me know what you find out.
We do
Well,
like Snoopy.
of course
we
you will.
like Snoopy, do we not?
We do
love
like
it.
snooping. Anyways, she's gotta head out.
What Elias is gonna do is just pull out a list and just write down what projects he's working on currently.
A sticky
So he
note.
remembers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sticky notes stuck to his armor. He just pulls out another one.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. I need to speak with the director more on the subject of equipment for the team, notably uniforms and combat arm equipment, I guess. Maybe not. Armor might be the right term. We'll see. I suppose it'll depend on protective gear in general. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I suppose I should get on that. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
I will be sure to do that. Actually, could you give me 2 batteries of your power?
Yep. He'll just pull out a couple batteries and fill them up, toss them and hand them to you.
Perfect.
Yeah, what for? Anything in particular, or
He's making a bomb.
I'm creating a nuclear device. Just the robot I was talking about.
All right.
Gonna have to make sure it's powered.
Yeah. Because I assume Blight doesn't want to stay in one of those all the time. And
No.
giving anything shadow energy in general is a bad idea.
Yeah.
And I think that is a great place to end this eternal story. Thank you for watching.
Bye.